going up against the Ravens, who come in at 11-1. So with kickoff approaching, let's send it over to our commentators here this afternoon, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Now a former New Mexico Lobo, it's Jarrell Presley. A gain of 3, second down. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The starters now defensively for Baltimore.
Jonathan Cyprien didn't have a big name coming into the league, but people know who he is now. A very fast center fielder of a safety.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This offense can be flashy at times, and a big reason for that is Perryman.
I like the way you use the word big because that's exactly what Brashad Perryman is. A big receiver with a ton of speed. Runs so well, yet that strength downfield really confounds defensive backs. Is it okay if I tell you I played against his dad in college?
Well, I'm just impressed that you work confounds into the broadcast.
I'm impressed I'm still alive because I played against his dad in college.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That play never got off the ground because of the defensive front. They owned the offensive line, which allowed the linebackers to see their openings and run straight to the ball. That's why that play just never had a chance.
3rd down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they'd prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
Right side catch, Gilmore. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Demarius Randall's a versatile player. Played both safety and cornerback in college. They're using those same skills in the NFL.
Now it's 2nd and 7. In motion left is Perriman. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And the tackle's made there by one of the secondary members. And I can guarantee you, having played that spot in the huddle right now or on the field, they're urging for a little bit more support from the guys up front. I actually remember one game where I hopped over a defensive lineman to make a tackle downfield and realized he was 10 yards downfield. That's not good. That's being driven off the line of scrimmage, and you can't have that if you're going to win a game on defense.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back, away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
They always that changed in a big way. The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
Flacco here on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Flacco fakes the give, sets to throw. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Darren Waller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And down inside the 15 he goes.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In motion is Strong. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol. 2nd down, Flacco now. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Setting up to throw, Flacco to Allen on the dump-off. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Goes in motion left. Rodgers now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And the Ravens taking the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, you're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Give him 14 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in 3rd and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in 3rd and manageable. They've got a chance at a 1st down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away. .37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
To throw, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end, and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And again, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are back within a score. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. They come up in an offset eye. Incomplete on first down. Now Flacco on second. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not, with his height, setting back there in the pocket. The middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through.
Yeah.
He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to the receiver quicker.
You see, if I don't know if you're watching this game right now, but it's a whole different game. It's something about that league, yo. I think it's something about that league, man. I don't know what's going on with that shit. Nigga.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Yo, how he go outside then inside? Look at this bullshit.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new
All right, which way you going? Yo, I watched you.
And people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco.
Oh my God, he do not drop them open passes like that, yo. Come on now.
Catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away.
That's bullshit, yo. Flacco taking these fucking malicious hits and shit. Come on. Yeah, we was getting fucked up earlier. I just was like, I ain't even care no more. I was like, fuck it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
I took Flacco out.
Little motion now from the tight end.
I don't know.
And now here's a carry heading left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Love the run
Nah, I wasn't
there.
going to quit that shit.
When you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And he'll take
Touchdown.
it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Strong, as the first half is winding down,
Bless
and the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score
Oh, did I miss
lead here,
that?
but I'm looking
Oh,
ahead. They just want to
about
hold
to
it to the
say.
final moments here of the second
Yeah, that
quarter.
league,
They
that's
don't wanna
that's
give up
a
anything
new
on the other side.
a new league right there.
Because if they don't,
The team just play they playing a whole lot. That's why I don't like really usually starting leagues late in the season, because when you do that, they be adjusting niggas ratings and all this other type shit. And my team that I got now is from the beginning of the season, just raw stats. That shit, they be upgrading niggas and doing this and doing that. And niggas be playing different. At least that's what I think. I don't know. I still got fucked up either way though. Still got fucked up. So.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
You know what? I gotta play real smart. I gotta play real smart nowadays. The way Madden be doing niggas.
Shift together here from the D-line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Now they go
Got him.
screen, it's complete.
Let's go, CJ.
Only 3 there on the screen, it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews.
Come on, yo.
And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Flacco threw another interception, yo.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers.
Fuck no, yo, that's double coverage. That's supposed to be a pick.
Wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Oh, it's
Yo,
a
pick that
touchdown if
off.
he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just
Only gave up
overthink
3.
it and don't
Good job.
catch the ball.
A decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they
I
do
had a
get you a bit
touchdown,
closer.
man. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
still lots of time to go
I had
in
one
this
with
one.
Perryman. This
Tough
nigga
points
dropped
move
it.
on.
I
Let
gave
the
him the
defense
don't
try to
drop
get the
open
ball back.
pass and shit, yo.
And
He got the
that'll carry
treat.
over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On second down, Lacey. And he gets it down to the 32. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs." And
how long you gonna be down for?
I love being physical.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On first down, Flacco. And he fires.
Come on, man. What the?
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
I don't remember all that.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
For real?
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I didn't know that.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
So they got to jam that up there.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got the completion to Strong. And he is into the end zone for a
I'm about to say, like, nigga, what kind of surgery is you about to get?
With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Yo, ran into my kicker.
The lead will grow by 1 more. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
Right.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points.
But those
and in this league, you take points
were the ones that just can't get enough. We've got the 17-inch.
action here on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Yo said that.
There on the first down completion.
Come on. Hey, with the names on them, though.
Tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
That's crazy, yo.
I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them.
Damn.
A nice second down for them.
Now a carry here for Presley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Hey,
He'll get nothing out of that one.
Oh, my goodness. That bitch was thick. Ain't one of them motherfucker. Wasn't a long, skinny motherfucker.
Third down and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And he can't come up.
Something is not right.
Nearly his second of the game.
Man, I know this nigga probably heard off that shit right there.
Oh man, that
he
was
definitely
close.
can go for it.
The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On now is the Packers punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Got something for you.
He gets this one away.
Nah,
boy,
baby.
It's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Not all that shit. Hell no. Probably like 10.
They come out here.
Probably because it was too wide. It was too wide. That's what I'm about to say. Like, then again.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real
we getting that, we sealing that edge over there, Shorty. That's what I'm talking
whether
about.
it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't,
hey yo, how y'all didn't pick?
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this,
on the double, 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 on the double.
He may tell him, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
And he goes in motion
with them pants.
In the backfield. Third down, Flacco from the gun. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the past.
You'll never see me play with the Steelers, ever.
They have the lead, but now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play.
That was mean.
Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
7 yards on
this nigga Randall Cobb doing everything. Punt returns, playing receiver, running back, you name it, he doing it.
Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some space here.
How the fuck?
38 yards. And the Packers are going to have a first down.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Yo, the thing is, though, I knew where it was going.
And that leads to a Green Bay.
That's all he's been doing.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many close style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put
right now,
in that spot.
that's what we're doing. We're knocking the ball down.
But aren't necessarily that position.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's
that's what I'm talking about, Simon.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Ravens in control of the football.
I'm going to run a boot to the other side.
That's what I'm going to do. For the 4th.
Let me get a play action boot.
Flacco off play action, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back.
John said he did that bullshit.
In there to drop him, and
nah, I'm looking at something that John was telling me the nigga did, and he definitely did that shit. Clay Matthews coming unblocked every time. It's not a glitch, but it's like, yo, you gotta slide your protection over there.
The defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Flacco from the shadow of the goalpost.
Yo, come on, yo.
It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every
come on, baby.
Like
we're losing the momentum here.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Rodgers will try again on second down.
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, yo.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Suggs. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Come on, baby. You know this game just about over short. Come on now.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Damn.
10 yards still left on second down.
What's it? Ooh.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Cuts back left sideline. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting
Nigga
up
broke
your
his
blocking.
damn wrist.
There's a timing element as well.
Damn.
But they have to marry up their steps.
He probably out like
Otherwise,
3-4
that
weeks.
timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And they'll run it here.
Yo, how y'all not getting up onto the blocker, yo? I'm not understanding that.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And a big tight end shifting around. And on the ground they go with a running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So second down.
You got to hit Clay Matthews in the mouth.
They'll run it here. This is Buck Allen. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Do not move. We need you to stay extra.
An empty set.
Extra
4
still.
Wide receivers, 1 tight end. And the D looking like they may blitz. Passing play. Flacco. He'll rifle this one deep.
Yo, they playing with me with this nigga Perryman right now, yo.
Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Oh, this nigga got the don't drop pass trait though, yo. He has the trait. He dropping wide open passes.
Open, unable to hold on to it.
Flacco to throw again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I'm telling you, yo, that's exactly what's going on.
Play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Third down. Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out here in the I. Ronnie Hillman in there. He gets the carry. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And this seemingly endless drive continues. This is Hillman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ronnie Hillman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
4:29. This nigga, we really took an hour to play this game for no reason, though.
Tucker now
Damn,
to
I
kick it
fucked that
away
kick
following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And a coach called a running play and
Count
pretty much said to
UAV.
everyone,
Count
I want to see something
count
executed well
UAV.
before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go
Enemy
forward.
4
infiltrate.
yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's back
And he's
on
been
Call
one
of
their
Duty
few
fucking,
bright
what,
spots
3?
here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Hey, yo, come on, Murdoch.
They
Why
had to
is
go
that
for
dropping
it.
6
Such
left and
little
right?
time remaining, and the Ravens are looking like they're going to come away with a victory. Packers offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. They take over.
It took a whole fucking hour, though.
They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Bruce Carter with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be.
And no escaping this time.
Timmy Jernigan.
Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
All right.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly.
I'm about to be done. It's 20 seconds left.
Montgomery that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Nah, for real, it's 21 seconds.
As a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended.
Come on, Riggs.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. The Packers go for it. Rodgers.
Hey, Jimmy.
For the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Yeah, because you're going to be a hungry-ass nigga.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never...